Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Persona 3 FES. In the last episode, we got a bunch of stuff done, including getting the triangle sword from Mitsuru over here. Hey Mitsuru, thank you for that. Oh, well I just wanted to talk actually. I was going to thank you for the triangle sword. Really? How many floors are in it? Quite a few I imagine. Oh god, that is a lot of floors. That's so much more worse than my college when I have to walk up the stairs every single time. I'm on the 4th floor, by the way, so that's a lot of stairs. Anyway. Useless fact of the day. Anyway. I said anyway in the same... 3 times in the same sentence! This is a great start! This is a great start to my sentence structure things that I always do. I always mention my sentence structure or my sentence grammar every few episodes, and it's probably getting on your nerves for a lot of people. So, I'm going to attempt to try and stop doing that, even though every time I notice it, I just... it annoys me. I'm not gonna lie, it annoys me. Like, because it just ruins the whole flow of the thing I'm trying to say, and it sometimes just completely ruins my train of thought. But luckily, this time it didn't ruin my train of thought, because I was going to hand in the request straight away. So, Elizabeth, I got your triangle sword. Yep, I got it right here. Well, at least you know what that is, so you must know a few more things about our world than I thought you did. Uh-huh. Specifically the final rounds? I actually did not know that. Interesting. I did not know that either. I just assumed that white was just the norm. Huh, interesting. Oh god, no idea actually. I would love to know, because you seem to have a whole blue thing going on. I have a whole blue thing going on. Look at my hair, for God's sake. It's all natural, by the way. I'll have you know. Anyway. 4 choices, right, okay. I look attractive in blue. Well, can't disagree with you there. I look presentable in blue. Blue is a very presentable colour. Why not an other? Okay, I'm gonna choose all of the above. Oh, and you don't even know yourself. Well, you can choose your own answer. Maybe you just like the colour blue and you just don't know it. That's always an option. But thank you for the sutras, that is very, very helpful. So, I'm actually going to register my personas very quickly right here because I want to fuse a new persona. And I believe I have the required personas in order to fuse said persona. So, if I get the right combination, I should be able to... Yep, right here. I am going to fuse away... I'm going to see if I can get a better combination, just because I don't want to fuse away Yomotsu Shikome. But I don't think I have a better combination. There is actually no other combination. Okay, that's fine. I can just buy back Yokotsu Shikomone if I really need to. So yes, I will fuse her away and then buy her straight back. That's pretty much how it works with the social links in this game. Especially if you're going for max social link run, you'll have to fuse them away and then buy them back and hope you have enough money. And here we go, we got Valkyrie. And there's actually something that can happen occasionally while fusing, which I won't spoil. But basically, sometimes it can be for the best and sometimes it can be for the worst. But we actually got a persona now, I believe, with a Ma version of a spell. Yeah, Mabufu. Which is freaking awesome, because that can hit all enemies. And oh, this is actually something interesting as well. Sometimes something will happen to a skill and it will change to a different skill. So it's kind of 50-50 whether or not this will benefit the skill. So Tarunda, I believe, decreases defense or attack on the enemy. So that's a risk. You know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go for broke. Let's see what we get. Dodge wind. Well, we're not actually necessarily weak to wind, but that's still useful, so I'll take it either way. So yeah, the skills can change to pretty much anything. So yeah, we have now got ourselves a Valkyrie. I don't think I need it quite yet, but it's always better to be safe than sorry, so I am just going to buy back my Yomotsu Shikome. It's actually not even that expensive. which is very super helpful. And there we go. I think I am pretty much set for a while now. If there's any personas that I need to buy back, I will obviously do that when the time arises. But for now, let us go to the game panic, because we need to go and scare our socks off with the same horror game. Speaking of which, I'm not sure how this horror game keeps on scaring us over and over and over again. You think that we would learn the patterns by now of the horror monsters, but I guess not. Perhaps, maybe... it's such a good game that it just keeps on scaring us over and over again. Which means it will be a good horror game, because you can play it multiple times and it will never get stale. But, I'm gonna study and go to sleep, because I am not tired. Maybe I should become tired, just so I could go to the nurse's office, but I think I'll be good. I don't think I will have any problems with raising my courage. So, let's just get ready for the next day. So let's see, do we have anything to... Oh god, okay, nothing special at all. We just went straight to after school, which is completely fine because we're gonna hang out with Yuko today. Yuko! Yuko, are you by the water fountains? Of course you are. Hey Yuko, you wanna go home today? Well, why don't you come walk with me? I got a brand spanking new persona in order to strengthen our relationship, so... yeah, let's go. Let's have some fun. So where do you want to go today? Oh, do you need something from your lockers? I don't mind waiting if there's something that you need. Then he threw a left hook right in the face and he dodged it and... oh, we talking about Hajime no Ippo? Oh, I'd love you if we are. Are we talking about Jason Azoma? The guy with the stupidly strong left hook, but he's got a nice personality. Yeah, that fight was awesome. I'm just gonna say that she's speaking about Hajime no Ippo to make this scene way more awesome. Oh, don't worry, I know the story perfectly well. Love that anime. That's why I keep on mentioning it every, like, 5 or 6 episodes, and... is there something wrong? Why? What's wrong? What is it? Well, it's obviously not nothing if you're getting annoyed about it. Yeah, even the game even knows that something's bothering you. Go on, Yuko, what is it? God. Is it high schoolers being high schoolers? God, that's irritating enough to be annoying, but that's not irritating enough to make a big deal out of it. It's the ultimate prank. Not big enough to report, but not small enough to ignore. Ugh. And so unhygienic. And yeah, that would not be funny at all. But do you know who's doing it? Oh. Are we gonna have a cat fight on our hands? Because I will be there to support you. And possibly videotape it for later. But no, I will be there to support you. That's all. Nothing else. Nothing. No ulterior motives. Must be a good person. Must be a good person. Must be a good person. Well, it's not good if you're getting used to it. Okay, now I feel bad. Forget about all of my ulterior motives. And you know what? That's me in a nutshell. Getting angry about it, but too lazy to do a damn. Oh, there will be a cat fight on our hands. Well, I'll definitely be there to help you out if you need it. But no! I'm supporting you all the way, Yuko. Even if it involves cat fights. You know what? Especially if it involves cat fights. But anyway, let's just continue with our day as planned. Apparently, we just came out of the club. I guess we spend our day there? Even though it's a nighttime club? Ah, whatever. He went with his arm and then the chokehold. Oh, I remember this part. Then he did the Giselle punch, right? Or was that no, that was later on in the series. He didn't know the Giselle punch yet. Never mind. Man, if he had the Dempsey roll back then, he would have won that fight so much quicker. Oh, I love it too. And yep, his brains are pretty good on the fly during the fight, as well as his brawn, so... Hello, girl with race-defining socks. And hello, other girl with race-defining socks. I love how this game just assumes that I'm looking at their feet to define them. I mean, I guess they're both brunettes and they're both girls, but you know what? That's actually right. There is actually no way to determine these people other than their socks. That's actually kind of it. That's actually interesting, because I used to be a person that looked down a lot when he spoke to people, so it actually got to the point where I could tell what socks people were wearing. Of course, at school, that was kind of useless, because most people wear black socks, but there were just some, like, really crazy socks, which I noticed, and... I know it's a weird story, but that's just the way it was. Obviously, that was then and this is now, but anyway. And, oh, don't worry, Yuko. You can spread all of the rumors about me. It's fine. I helped spread you rumors about Yukari just a few days ago. But I don't like how these two are getting up in our business. Oh. Well, I'll take that smug comment as a compliment, but I will also take it as a compliment on her behalf, because she can indeed get a guy as handsome as me. And somehow music notes came out of your head. That was very interesting. I got flowers that come out of my head. Maybe we should go see the same doctor. She's actually doing a good job, I'll have you know. I don't think she needs to quit, and no, it's completely fine if she's toned a little bit. It doesn't matter. And of course I can hear you. I'm right here! You're not being subtle at all! Oh... Yeah, you tell them, Yuko. Oh! She went in with the 1-2 punch. Oh, you are being so sly. Oh, Yuko, I love you. Like you. Not quite love yet. We're not quite to that stage. Oh! Okay. Yuko, just call me in for the assist. Press the L1 button. I'll OTG off the OTG them off the ground so you can go in for your hyper combo. Ah, they're just backing off. She's switching. She's switching team members. That was an impressive display. Yeah, I think I need to calm down after that one. That was a very dignified way to put them down. I think that's the best way I could describe that situation. You didn't even need me to help. I just needed to stand there and look pretty. No, it's absolutely fine. No worries. Well, if you feel like opening up, then, you know, I'm all ears. Uh-huh. Middle school? We don't actually have that in the UK. Well, actually, we have something similar in the UK. We have junior school, which is kind of like middle school, but kind of not. It's kind of a combination of middle school and the year just below, which is, well, we call it infant school. But anyway. Uh-huh. I don't know why people in middle school were dating, kind of a bit young to me. Unless it was one of those 1 month things, but I'm not here to judge. Oh! Oh, okay, that changes everything. He was cheating at that age? He knew what cheating was at that age? Jesus! People are growing up way too fast. Oh, God, and that sucks. No, that doesn't make any sense at all. So what if you were the manager? That doesn't mean a damn thing. And it's really not healthy to hold a grudge for that long. It won't be good for her skin. But that'll be her problem in a few years, not yours, so... You'll be the last one laughing. Plus, you're friends with me, and I'm not friends with her, so that's another last laugh. It's 2 last laugh. It's the duo last laugh. The last laugh combo. Oh, of course I'm not mad. I am actually honored. Oh, I said that with the straightest of face. In a literal way, not a metaphorical way. You get what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to be smooth here, damn it. Oh, I don't play emotions, Yuko. I just play to better advantages. There's a difference. Trust me. Well. Oh, you don't mind and I don't mind. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. And obviously those two in the background are just sort of doing their thing. And you know what, I'm going to speed through these text, I'm going to go speed through those tech lines now, because there's really no point in me showing them, because they say the exact same thing every time. So I should probably get into the habit of speeding them up. I don't know why, maybe it was just for the effect why I never skipped over them, but it's just the way it turned out, and she's curious about me. With the relationship becoming more intimate. Interesting game. Thank you for the hints. Oh, don't worry, I won't tell Kaz a thing. In fact, he told me not to tell you of the, hey, you want to hear Kenji It's a nice fountain. Probably got some money in there from the other day. Like, 1,000,000 yen. Just saying that right now. Smooth segue, you say. Smooth segue. Yeah, okay, I pretty much guessed that. Yeah, I pretty much guessed that, Yuko. But, why would you tell me that information and... Oh, okay. She seemed a little embarrassed right there. Was she trying to drop me subtle hints? Interesting. But anyway. Wow, that social link went on for a long time. But that's actually fine. I like reading through the stories, and I hope you guys do as well. I hope I'm not spending too much time on a social link, as weird as that sounds, because I enjoyed the story, but I might understand if people think I'm spending too long on, like, a said part of a story. But I like fleshing it out. I like adding my own 2 cents and, you know, immersing myself. But that's just the way I do things, so hopefully you agree along with me. So it's time to what am I doing? This is not quiz. This is not game horror house night. This is karaoke night. I have no idea how I got those two mixed up. But anyway, we sang for hours and hours, and our courage increased. Nice. Time to go home and study. Or not study, because someone called me. Hey, Kaz, what's up? Sorry, man, I'm kinda busy. You know, studying and the sorts. But hey, we can hang out during the day. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem. You know, don't be sad, man. It's just the way that it works out. Anyway, we have decided to study. Well, I decided to study. I keep on saying we. Like, you actually have a, influence on my decisions. Which I guess is kind of true, in, like, a weird sort of backward end, kind of way, when I decided to do a Max Social Link run, so I guess you can somehow associate it with you being involved? I don't know, that just seems kind of weird to me. Anyway. Yo, Jinpei, what's up? What do I think? Are you talking about the Fukuyama Yamagishi situation? I say calm down. It should be fine. Oh, Jesus Christ, keep your hormones in check, man! I know you're a teenager, but Jesus! Keep these things in check, you gotta know. And you've seen her before? Well, do you mind introducing her to me? Because I, on the other hand, am a much smoother guy than you. I'm sorry, Junpei, but I wouldn't trust you with protecting a pet hamster if I have one. It might be just the bit that you might... It might be just because for the reason that you jump to conclusions and decisions a lot of the time. Not saying that I don't jump to decisions a lot of the time, but my ones seem a little bit rational compared to yours. I'm not trying to downplay you. Actually, that's a complete and utter lie. I am trying to downplay you, but I still am friends with you and find you likable. You just need to wisen up a little bit. And obviously he didn't study enough for academics to do that. And I completely ignored Kenji during that entire ramble. He was probably just standing there thinking I was crazy, just speaking about Junpei. Well, actually, you know what? Knowing Kenji, he probably had his head in the clouds thinking about his teacher girlfriend, who isn't really his girlfriend. And what the hell are you doing here, Mr. Edogawa? I don't trust you to teach a class of students with a 10-foot pole. Oh god, he's laughing all creepily. Oh god, that's even more creepy. It's psychotherapy through magic? Okay. I can use the windows as an exit, right? That is a viable option. It's half yes, half no, considering you're creepy, and half no because, well, you're creepy. I'm just gonna flat out say it. You're creepy, and for some reason your shirt has a Naruto, like, fireball jutsu symbol on it. I can't believe I remembered that. Anyway. So, apparently those who believe magic will be saved. Interesting. First lecture, Basics of Magic. Well, I have magic. Well, I can use magic. I have personas with the Aggies and the Bufus. Pulling pranks on people? That's magic? Well, I don't think putting chewing gum in someone's locker is considered magic, Mr. Edogawa. I don't know what kind of magic you're teaching. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, good thing I'm not weak-hearted. I'm a master of magic. In fact, I should be teaching this class. Can I teach everyone about the personas and Tartarus and the Dark Hour and all of the shadows? It'll be a great lesson. It'll be way more interesting than the lesson you're giving us now. I'm kind of just glancing over his text right here. Distinguish if you're headed for certain disaster. I thought we were learning about magic, not disasters. I probably would have, if I paid attention, I probably would have understood what he was talking about, but I'm not paying attention. Meditation, a standard practice in magical training. Well, it's also a very spiritual thing as well, but now it's giving me the option if I want to fall asleep or stay awake, but I guess I'm going to stay awake for this section. I don't have time to meditate because I am doing karaoke, video games, or studying, so I guess meditation will have to wait. And meditation is not like traveling through time. I mean, I guess it technically is, because time is always moving forward, but that's a slightly different traveling through time than going backwards and all the sort. I don't think Back to the Future would have been more exhilarating plot if you meditated instead of using the DeLorean. But anyway, now that this very weird episode is over, I kind of got nothing done, yet quite a bit done during this episode, so it's kind of a bit slow-paced, and I'm sorry for that, but I'm actually going to end it off right here. So in the next episode of Persona 3 FES, we're actually going to start not one, but 2 social links, so look forward to it. Hopefully it'll be a bit more eventful than this episode, so see you guys then.